Now, one of the many weird things Trump ordered him to do is to send letters warning Trump's high school colleges and the college board not to release his grades or SAT scores. In 2011, Trump challenged President Obama to release his academic records. And then days later, someone called Trump's high school and demanded they find and bury Trump's transcript. So I would bet Trump's grades are so bad.
The image of flawless academic achievement has long been a cornerstone of political branding, at least until the paper trail begins telling a different story. For years, the public narrative painted Trump as a gifted businessman who conquered the Ivy League through sheer talent. But Jimmy Kimmel focused on a contradiction that was difficult to ignore. While Trump publicly demanded that others reveal their credentials, reports suggested a determined effort behind the scenes to keep his own academic records out of public view. That kind of irony is exactly what fuels late-night comedy. When trusted allies are allegedly sent to pressure institutions and keep report cards hidden, it creates an impression far stronger than a simple request for privacy. In the court of public opinion, nothing sparks suspicion faster than an aggressive campaign to conceal academic records.
So listen, I'll get right to it. I wanted to know, did Donald Trump call you to ask to have his grades buried?
Of course not, Jimmy. Donnie would never do that.
Okay, so, all right. Well, I guess that's a
feisty Jewish fella did.
Oh, you mean Michael Cohen?
Aren't they all named Cohen? I kid. I love those people. They do my taxes.
Okay, all right.
Anyway.
If you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe. Your support makes a bigger difference than you might realize. Kimmel then launched into the comedy segment that pushed the story even further, introducing a fictional academic official to illustrate how such behind-the-scenes operations supposedly unfold. The joke worked because it closely mirrored the kinds of public accounts and testimony that had surrounded the Trump administration for years. In Kimmel's version, Trump never makes the request himself. Instead, the responsibility falls to the trusted fixer, the person sent to quietly deal with inconvenient problems. By leaning into an exaggerated version of Michael Cohen, Kimmel spotlighted one of the recurring themes often associated with Trump: plausible deniability. The sketch suggested a system where instructions never had to be spoken directly because everyone already understood what was expected, leaving intermediaries to shoulder the consequences while the central figure remained removed from the action.
Cohen character calls and said, "Would you mind making those transcripts go away?"
Oh, wow.
Yes, and then he offered us a check for $130,000. Very generous.
Yeah, well, what did you say?
Well, I'm not going to comment on that, Jimmy, but let's just say I had a delicious plate of bacon and eggs this morning in the Donald J. Trumpeteria.
Okay. Well, with all due respect, it kind of sounds like he paid the school to hide his grades.
The routine then shifted into even sharper satire as the fictional exchange echoed financial controversies that audiences already recognized. The moment the familiar figure of $130,000 was mentioned in connection with high school transcripts, viewers immediately understood the reference without any further explanation. It was a clever comedic parallel, turning an imaginary school records cover-up into a reflection of much larger legal controversies. The joke about funding a brand new Trumpeteria wrapped institutional silence in humor, suggesting that loyalty and discretion always seem to come with a price. Kimmel refused to soften the implication, presenting the fictional arrangement as what he believed looked like a classic payoff. At that point, the routine expanded beyond a simple roast and became a broader commentary on how influence and money can be portrayed as tools for reshaping the historical record.
He got the fourth highest grade.
Fourth best grade. After A, B, and C, he got a D.
I see.
Got a D as in not dumb.
I see. Okay. What were some of the other grades? Do you have any of the other classes there?
Yes. Well, spelling and grammar, D minus.
Oh.
All right. Who doesn't get that? Didn't do too caliente in Spanish.
No. All right.
Geography, he got a G.
A G?
Oh, look, an A+ in history.
In history? Oh, I did not know.
The sketch reached its peak with a fictional report card that completely unraveled the long-promoted image of being first in the class. One joke after another chipped away at claims of exceptional academic brilliance. This is where late-night comedy thrives, taking sweeping declarations of intellectual greatness and reducing them to a series of nearly failing grades. Rebranding a straight D as though it were the fourth best possible mark perfectly captured the style of political spin, where setbacks are repackaged as extraordinary victories. From misspelled words to the invented G grade in geography, every gag highlighted the exaggerated nature of the persona being mocked. The closing punchline, awarding an A+ in history, brought the routine to its conclusion with an ironic nod to someone portrayed as preferring to rewrite history instead of accepting the version already written. It summed up the ongoing collision between carefully crafted political mythology and the relentless humor of public scrutiny.